make it work. So they're definitely the most exciting team to watch, I think, because of that reason.
And I do think until today, 9 Pandas, they had the best score in the group, right? I think they went 10-4 as the only team. The second best score of anyone was 8-6. But today they kind of got handled. So
They did.
I think maybe a little bit of a downswing for them. But yeah, these two teams, and LGD in particular, obviously haven't lost a series yet, together with BetBoom, the only two lossless teams in Stage 2. And yeah, there's a lot to cover with these drafts, right? There's so many new things. This is the first Elder Titan we get to cast this tournament. I think it's the first Marcy we get to cast probably as well. The first Primal too, right? Like we've cast none of these three, I do believe. I think all of EG's heroes we have definitely covered at least once. So a little bit more standard. And that's something that's always worth considering in games like this is how comfortable is a team like EG playing against this? Because this is not the kind of stuff you face a lot in scrims, right? Like many of these heroes that you might not have played against for weeks.
Yeah, maybe in pubs, that's about it. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe even that. Because it's like Elder Titan is a very uncommon pick right now. The Primal is somewhat of a flavor thing in pubs sometimes, and so is Marcy, but definitely not some of the more common things for EG to have the experience within it. That can expand into, you know, a laning stage that could be a little bit tricky. Like, do you know your limits? A lot of the times with these players at this level, once the meta is established, teams have a very good understanding of how far you can push your advantage and when you need to back off. But when you're not fully in that muscle memory, so to speak, about how strong the heroes are, you might make missteps.
Yep.
We'll see for LGD. I mean, I wonder how practiced they are with their heroes, right?
Well, the good news is you can't really reduce Doom's armor much because they deleted it all in this last patch, right? So not to worry about the Elder Titan.
Deleted all of it with -1 out of 6.
It was a joke.
Yeah, it was a good joke.
Do you know what that is?
No,
You're
not
supposed
really.
to say good one, as Whisper
Good one.
was disposed.
Good one, Whisper.
Now he'll be decrept by his teammate. Doom seems to be the most common offlane pick right now, at least from the past week or so.
Yeah,
the
so
one that
EG
gets through consistently.
EG gave it away 3 games in a row last night against BetBoom.
And now they're just going to pick it.
And now they're first phasing it. They just had enough. They're like, okay, we tried different solutions to this hero. We beat it once. We lost twice. It's just too hard to manage. And will be interesting to see how PSG LGD deal with that with their Marcy pick. Seems like that's a big part of the reason they chose this hero this game. They like playing that on Shiro when he has a melee versus melee offlane matchup, which is honestly most offlaners in this patch right now are melee, to be fair. So, but yeah, opting to pick it into Pugna is interesting. The panel talked about Decrepify as a really good Marcy counter.
Yep.
Until Nullifier comes out. And Shiro has most of the time gone for that Battle Fury, and if he does that again this game, the pace of the game is going to be a little bit slow from LGD, because sure, Brood and Primal Beast can terrorize the map, but Marcy has quite a bit of build-up time if it's the Fury first.
And I will say, I'm not saying this is the reason they picked these heroes, but if you're going to have a slow start to the game with a carry, what is the biggest trouble that teams have been having this game with the lead? And that's going high ground without getting second and third Roche. Techie's Elder Titan high ground, that is very obnoxious.
Absolutely.
I feel like high ground defense might be one of the most important things in this patch now. Just based on the last few weeks of how Dota's looked, at least to me.
Yeah, either that or teams are going to slow things down further when ahead, and they're just going to play the map for 20 minutes. Which would be an unfortunate development for a lot of viewers. I think that, you know, you like the action. It can be, you can appreciate some good strategy and some split pushing here, there, and whatnot. But a lot of the time, when one team is just constricted in their base for an eternity and the other one's just farming the map, it's not particularly interesting to watch. But the teams are going to do what wins, and if that's what it's got to take, then I don't blame them for playing the best way. Like, they're competitors.
Yep, for sure. So Nothing to Say is playing the Primal Beast in the mid lane, about to hit level 5. Pretty much identical CS with C-Smile.
Yeah.
Not sure how this matchup usually goes, but top lane, Pakaz, sticky bomb applied, and that's going to be first blood going the way of Planet. Matthew TP's in to try to get some sort of residual, but they're going to lose another member. He's going to get blood grenaded as well, and the sticky bomb will slow him down. This could be 3 kills going the way of PSG LGD. Echo Stomp does connect. Now they're going to surround him again. Another blood grenade, I believe. And this will be a slow one, but they will find him in the end. So 3 kills out of nowhere for LGD.
Awesome rotation from Y. That's just perfect. You can't get much more than that out of that. Triple kill with that rotate. And I believe the first blood went to Techie, so he's actually... This hero is really good when it gets gold. So I think in this patch, if you have a 4 that you want to find some farm on, Techie's is definitely well up there on my list. Whenever
What is going on? The middle lane has moved. That was part of the patch, by the way, in case you missed it. It is now in this jungle area. There's nothing to say getting chased by C-Smile, but no kill will come from it.
Kind of close, though.
He's going to get his bottle refilled now that his lane was disrupted so much from C-Smile.
I feel like we've seen a lot of games where the losing team with Techies, the Techies will be top 2 damage, if not number 1. So this hero with farm is, you get a lot of bang for your buck, so to speak, compared to a lot of other 4s that might offer a different amount of utility. It's just, Techies is just such an insane pick for multiple reasons.
Ooh, nice blast off, and here comes the onslaught trample combo from Nothing to Say, and Pekaz, despite being in meta form, gets run down.
Yeah, that's pretty ugly. Hoping for them that they can get a return. This
would be a good return kill, but the Pulverize coming out to delay things. Nothing to Say.
That breaks the Flame Guard. Should keep him alive.
He's going to get chased. He Smile. The uproar is popped, and that's going to slow him to a crawl. So LGD again getting away with murder.
Yeah. Primal Beast is amazing at killing Terrorblade in the early game. It's actually one of Terrorblade's, when Primal Beast was played mostly as an offlaner, this was one of Terrorblade's #1 worst matchups because you have insane amounts of magic damage that Terrorblade has nothing against, and you're just fast enough to just stay on him. So when they connect like that with the blast off into the onslaught, Pekaz is just going to die. And it's going to be like this way for a while. Oh my god, if he's going to die.
Pekaz, you cannot afford to die again. It's actually going to be a super easy one, but C-Smile has come with that double damage, and Pekaz ticking away ever so slowly. He's actually going to live thanks to the rotations of the rest of EG.
He's dead.
But the onslaught comes in. Trample does finish the job. Nothing to Say, gets off the Pulverize as well. Can they actually turn this around to the C-Smile? He's getting extremely low, puts out a Remnant, but he's just going to die to the casual right clicks. And look who's come to play. It is Shiro with the Unleash with the worst rebound I've ever seen in my life, but it doesn't matter. He finds the Dispose and finds the kill onto Panda.
This is the kind of game that Brood loves. Everyone is coming to Brood's lane to just absolutely body Pekaz. 4,000 lead minute 7?
Yes.
As much as you want to theorycraft how this game goes on when it goes to the later stage, it doesn't really matter if you don't even get to play Dota. Like, EG's lineup, their 2 supports as well as Terrorblade are very level reliant in being able to accomplish things. And now that they've been run over at every turn by PSG LGD's rotations, I'm a little bit worried for them about how much weight C-Smile is going to have to carry for the next 10 minutes. Like, he wants to play with his Skywrath to find kills. He wants to play with that Pugna and ensure that Terrorblade can go to the jungle, but the map is already breaking 8 minutes in. You're gonna have to be really, really wise about your next moves before it all falls apart.
8-minute rune about to come up. It's just illusions, but actually it's pretty good. It ends up dispelling the Searing Chains, and they had a nice blast-off Pulverize combination, but C-Smile able to Remnant away. Nothing to Say getting really low. Has to be covered. There's a huge stack here as well.
What the hell?
He's likely gonna get chased by C-Smile, who's also dying to the creeps. The Spiderlings chasing, in addition, will Remnant back. And it's getting chased now by 2 illusions of Nothing to Say. And somehow, after all that, only 1 kill. Nothing to Say is going to be spotted, but will be able to TP out. No level. Okay, C-Smile does end up dropping. Man, this is a rough early game. And we were talking about it earlier that EG, they do have a lot of experience coming back from behind, but this is not only a lot, even for them, as Pekaz. Is that the 4th death?
This is Pekaz's worst game of the tournament already.
Wow.
He is just having nothing. He's 6th on net worth and completely obliterated. We were talking about this last night. We were like, what's really impressive about Pekaz's play is that when EG have been behind, he's consistently been #1 net worth in the game. Win or lose, he's been really good at finding farm. This time around, could not be farther from the truth.
He has treads.
He's almost below the enemy 4, minute 9. This is really, really dire straits for him, and you're going to see the play here from Shiro. Gets that. Oh my god.
Simple Dispose Unleash. He's not even level 6.
Yep.
Can't Sunder. I mean,
Sunder.
Normally you wouldn't even want to get Sunder level 6. Whisper.
Nice
Onslaught's going to not hit. Nice Hurricane from Whisper, and that's going to be enough for him to get away. So
well played there.
Silver linings here for EG. But again, like I was saying, I can't even speak. Pekaz. Pekaz? My goodness. That is death number 5. He's still level 5.
Techies is going to overtake him soon, Shannon.
Yes.
This is a special... Yeah, I guess Good for a lot of the fans out there that there's no fantasy for this. You'll be giving negative points like you in the
will remnant back.
Bounty Hunter game.
Looks like he'll be fine. I mean, how much?
7K.
Again, I'm trying to get this thought out.
Okay.
Because dies every time I say something, so I kind of don't want to talk. EG does have experience coming from behind, but this is against heroes that you probably haven't played against, like you mentioned. That probably makes it even more difficult, I would assume.
This lineup is insanely oppressive when it's ahead. Brood has always been a nightmare to play against when you lose your lanes, because he just takes over a lot of the map.
Panda, he spotted. Echo Stomp is going to hit. Unleash now, going to be used onto Matt. Oh, Pakaz comes in. He's still level freaking 5. Will he be able to get away, attempting to TP out, but the Earth Splitter finishes him. Oh my goodness, they finally kill Nothing to Say. He's worth 1,000 gold at the 11-minute mark. But EG, they're losing everyone. C-Smile, the last remaining member, gets disposed back into the mines. Wow. This is disgusting to watch.
I'm trying to come up with an analogy for this without using my basketball reference from yesterday.
What was your basketball reference?
Me versus Michael Jordan.
Oh.
This is what it feels like right now. It's like LGD, the elite squad, playing. Oh no. Oh, okay. I'll just shut up.
Is he gonna hit level 6 this game?
I want Pakaz.
My goodness! What is? This is insane. And Panda's gonna drop as well. Nothing to Say looks relatively healthy. Whisper, he's level 8. Compared to his level 5 position 1. I literally cannot think of a time in all my years of casting that I've seen anything like this. A level 5 position 1 at almost 12 minutes on any patch. This has wisdom runes. On any patch, I'm saying. C-Smile now. Has the Flame Guard activated. See the Brood.
Oh, I just realized.
He's in a bit of trouble now. Brought back.
Okay.
And brought down. But the Pulverize coming in.
Okay.
Nothing to Say feeds his life away. They're getting a little overconfident now, it seems.
Yep. Want to keep it interesting.
Arcane Room picked up by Matthew. Looks like YU Smile is going to be able to walk it off.
All right, so a moment ago, Pakaz was below the enemy 5.
He hit level 6, by the way.
In net worth. But because of this, he got a little bit of time, and he's actually starting. He's going Midas on Terrorblade. That is a bad look. This hero is not a Midas hero. But it's like, it's complete desperation mode for EG. He's like, guys, I'm checked out. Good luck. I'm not going to offer you anything for the next 20 minutes. You're going to have to handle this without me. And obviously, he's not going to be catching up to the Marcian farm, because even though Terrorblade theoretically is one of the best farmers in the game by split pushing the map with illusions, when you're this far behind and Marci has a Battle Fury, he's going to outpace you anyway. Oh, Whisper.
Yep, Whisper getting spotted. Will Hurricane, but dies shortly after. Another Unleash. Matthew will be the recipient of the power punches from Marci. And the rebound into a potential kill. Pakaz still doesn't have Thunder, so that is death number 8.
Wow.
The fact that he's even crossing the middle section of the map is shocking to me. Panda will drop. C-Smile can only look on and get pulverized now. I think the Earth Splitter actually connected, and the blast off as well. Great layering from PSG LGD as they have a 10K lead.
This is the biggest stomp of the entire tournament, right? Like, we have not...
Yes.
At least we've not cast a game that was this lopsided, and I don't know if there's been one. It's just... It's just one of those things where when the lanes go like this and you look at the lineups, it's almost an inevitability at this level. Because, like, the one side has Brood, Elder Titan, and Primal Beast just gonna, and even Marci, just gonna run at you all over the map, and they're gonna have the vision and the information with the heroes that they have. So every time you turn a corner, you can just get killed by literally anything. There's nowhere that's safe. You own, like, maybe 30% of the map. Like, if you just look how green this map is right now. You've lost your tier 1 towers. You've lost full control. Like, I like this from EG. Like, you gotta try. Smoke.
Contest their own stack. Pulverize into the Mystic Flare, doing a lot of damage to C-Smile as finally the Doom comes out. And it's on that Primal Beast, but Nothing to Say might just be able to walk away as C-Smile did drop. And Shiro trying to kill Doom, who is still pursuing this kill, which he will eventually find, but it will cost him his life, but easily worth it for Whisper. As the Echo Stomp comes out, getting another stun. Matthew And for once, the one person that didn't die is because he wasn't even there.
Yeah, and he can't be. His hero is useless in fights. There's no other play on the map than hit creeps, and you gotta hit creeps for... Yeah.
GG's call. I can't blame this.
I don't mind it. Just go next. Like,
wow.
Absolutely. They crossed the 15-minute mark. The magic number. I don't know if this is like a team, some sort of codex that they have. We don't give up before 15. And someone in their team was like, guys, it's 15:02. What do you think? Yeah, go next.
That was, well,
it's always
tough to watch.
The thing about this is I don't think this game is indicative of how good these teams are. I just think PSG
I just got done praising each.
Yeah, EG are not this bad compared to PSG LGD. It's an extremely snowbally game by nature with LGD's lineup. They caught them by surprise. They made a couple of exceptionally good moves in the early game, and then it just ends. Like, there is no team in the world that can recover from this kind of situation with what PSG LGD brought to the table in the first 10 minutes. If this goes this badly, it's just over. The map was completely LGD the whole way through, and I gotta say, my player of the game here, man of the match, Y on the Elder Titan. Holy shit, what a performance. He rotated top, he got 3 kills with his first move.
16 assists.
He's involved in everything. He's all over the place. Wow. He's setting up his team with the stomps into the Primal Beast combination. He's setting up his stomps into the Techies mines. He's setting up